It's time to wake the fuck up with some weird Java in your motherfucking cup. Hosted by Kevin, co-piloted by David. Now let's get weird. Yo, pour it up hot, it's a savage brew. Dark road strip with a Bigfoot view. Kevin on the mic and I came to play, bringing weird ass vibes to start your day. Florida Man Wally, you know we read it. Movie quote battle, you know I'll beat it. David's on deck with a creepy ass vid. You'll spill your Joe when you see what he did. Weird Java in your cup. Weird Java in your cup. Wake up, wake up. We got crime quotes and history facts, and a Florida man fighting gators with snacks. It's weird Java in your cup. Sip up. Weird Java in your cup. Let's go. True crime queens dropping heavy like thumpers. Shout to Rachel and Heather from Like Mother Like Murder Ho. I'm David Kohei, creeping in your feed with the weirdest damn video you'll ever need. Got headlines cracking, brains reacting, facts so strange they should come with a caption. This day in history, bet you didn't know. Napoleon once got chased by a pack of crows. Kevin got the mic, I got the heat. Together we cooking up cryptids and beats.
A Florida man attempts to rob Wendy's with an alligator.
Yup, that's what we're talking about. And now, your missing person of the day. Rachel and Heather, step in the zone, bringing missing names that need to come home. It ain't all jokes, we keep it real, so listen up close and feel what they feel. Light in the dark, truth in the static. Weird Java's weird, but always emphatic. Weird Java in your cup. Let it feel. Weird Java in your cup. Get your thrill. News and clues with the flavor you trust. Wake up weird, yeah, come ride with us. It's Weird Java in your cup. Every dawn, from the shadows to the break of dawn, we stay sipping while the world goes nuts. It's Weird Java in your motherfucking cup.
All right. Let's do this shit.
Yeah, that's right. Hell yeah. Good morning, Kevin.
Good morning, David. How is it going?
It's going really great. That was amazing, sir.
Thank you.
Once again, you kick it, man. You kill it. You head wrestle it to the ground. I love it, man. That was great.
I wanted to get a slow motion video of Allie pouring coffee into my cup, but we never did it. So,
Also, sir, if you don't mind me saying, you made a new intro music for me, and it was freaking amazing.
I know. I was impressed.
It was freaking amazing, dude. I've actually had people message me and say, dude, I love that song. It is crazy good. I have it in my, like, sometimes I'll listen to it and I'll have it in my head. What up, Mondo?
Happy, I almost said happy birthday. Happy Father's Day to you too, Mondo.
Yes, sir. Respect to you, sir. Spook Coast to Coast tonight, live. Don't forget.
So people are liking your new intro.
Oh, dude, I was like surprised how many people have reached out and said, "Hey, your intro is different and it sounds great. It's amazing. How did you do that?" And I said, "Kevin did that. Kevin made it. He did it. It was awesome, dude. Thank you so much. That was
You're welcome.
great.
I have new intro and outro music for mine as well.
Yeah.
I sent it to Rachel and Heather so they could make videos for it, but I wanted to surprise you with it this morning, which is why I didn't tell you. So, and I wanted to get your reaction live.
Dude, fucking great job, dude. Fucking great job.
So
you really, I love the t-shirt. It's kicking. Daddy like.
A new t-shirt, new coffee mug.
I have a red cap coming also, which is awesome. Yeah. I got a t-shirt.
Oh, that's gay, dude.
You think I'm weird? Yeah, you have no fucking idea, baby.
I love it. Shit, I was freaking making that video this morning, trying
Really?
to freaking get everything. I was, oh man, it was fucking pissing me off too. But how was your week?
Hey.
Anyways,
I had a good week. It was Angie was in Virginia the week before, like right after we got back from Houston, the last time we recorded. Angie flew to Virginia to see her son up there, so she was gone for 7 days. That was boring. But then she came back on Monday, this past Monday, and we've just been having a lot of fun since she got back. Good morning, Jill. Yeah.
what do you mean? What did you get dinged for, Mondo?
Oh, he
The
probably
name, is it the name?
copyright or something.
I would.
You know what's
assume it
funny
was
is the
some
first
kind of
intro you
copyright.
made on my show, David Don't
Yeah.
Know. YouTube said it was a copyright, but they were cool with me using it, and I was like, what?
Yeah,
But
because
this one-
it's samples. It's like all the
Oh,
stuff that
gotcha.
all the music that I use is sampled and shit. Like it's not exact, but it's
But
sampled.
This
So you-
one,
Yeah.
no copyright. The one you made,
Mm-hmm.
completely original by
Completely
Kevin.
original.
Fucking awesome.
So, for anybody that doesn't know, AI is fucking making fucking some headway, and they have a music app, and I've been making. So I literally I write out the lyrics, and then give it like a genre, like the kind of beat that I want it to have, whether I want it to be country, folk music, rock, metal, hip hop, trap beats and shit like that. I'll literally write it out, and I'll even write how I want it to sound, the voice, how I want the voices to sound. So when this intro music said, Florida man tries to rob a Wendy's with a gator, with an alligator, I wrote it to make it sound like it was on the radio, is how I told it to say it. So it said it like that in a way.
Mhm. That's pretty cool. Man, they're pretty specific these days. I mean, it is so far advanced in such a short amount of time.
You know what, Mondo, I'll make you guys music with the AI thing. If you guys want to write out some lyrics, I will. I'll put it in and I'll send it to you, because you can only make so much, and then you got to start paying for it. And I decided to pay for it because I wanted to
It's
make
fucking
music
good,
for all
though.
my friends. I also made a men's mental health month fucking song that I posted on TikTok.
Do you happen to have the intro to mine? Can you play that so that they can hear us? 'Cause it's fucking tight, man.
Well, now that we're recording, I can't upload
okay.
it. But hold on, actually,
You can play it on my phone. I have it set.
I can play it on the phone too.
Yay!
Um,
I mean, you guys, I was so impressed when I heard it. I was so impressed.
I think it's this one.
Yeah, Mondo says, that's awesome. Thank you. I'll let Jenny and Joy know today. Here it comes.
Nope, that's not it.
That's not it.
I wrote one for Alice too.
Oh, sweet. Yeah.
Can you hear that good?
Yes.
Stay in Wonderland, and I'll show you how deep the rabbit hole goes. They said the truth was buried deep in files they tried to burn. David's on the mic now, it's the people's turn. From shadow men in black to creatures in the mist, he's cracking open secrets that the government dismissed.
Yeah.
Spooky lights above us,
Yeah.
he's tracking every blink. Aliens, cryptids, yeah, he's making you think. With a journal full of clues and a wild-eyed hunch, he's talking ghost towns, lost time, Bigfoot's lunch. David don't know, but he's looking for the code on a long dark road where the weird ones go.
Good lyrics, bro.
Stay hot when the story ecstatic.
That's right.
All right, I'm not gonna play the whole thing. They can go to your
Go and listen to my show.
podcast and check it out for real.
That's right.
But I got a new intro for me. I sent it to Heather, to Rachel, because I didn't want her to be disappointed. I was like, if you don't like it, I'm not going to use it.
Does Rachel actually not like things? Because I think she likes everything. Yeah.
Well, dude, I got some this day in history for you.
Hit me.
All right, so in 1215, King John of England signs the Magna Carta at Runnymede. I don't know how to say that. Runnymede, near Windsor in Surrey, limiting royal authority and establishing the principle that the king and his government are not above the law.
Yeah.
Yeah. I like that.
That's a good
In
one.
1775, George Washington is appointed Commander-in-Chief of the Continental Army a day after Congress establishes the force.
Go GW.
1940, German troops occupy Paris as French resistance to the German invasion crumbles. In 1991, climactic eruption of Mount Pinatubo in the Philippines, the second largest volcanic eruption on Earth in the 20th century. Crazy.
Didn't the Philippines have like thousands of islands around it or something?
The single Like a Rolling Stone, which becomes #1 in Rolling Stone magazine, 500 greatest songs of all time. What the fuck did you just say to me?
I said the Philippines, don't they have like 1,000 islands around the Philippines or something like that? I just read that recently about the Philippines.
I don't know. Am I lagging on you though?
Tad bit, but you're fine now.
Okay. All right. That's probably because I went away from this page and went to the other page to read you this day in fucking history.
Yay.
But that's all I got for you today.
Today, son.
I got a segment for your ass.
Oh shit, let's hear it.
Oh, dude, I forgot to fucking upload my other video.
What?
Son of a bitch, I'm gonna have to read it.
Yeah. I've missed this guy.
All right. So, man gets drunk goes out with friends, gets drunk, and tells his friends he's going to the bath. He's going to leave to go to the bathroom.
Uh-huh.
He leaves. He's gone for a few hours, and his friends report him missing.
To the bathroom?
Yeah. So he's gone for like the longest time.
Okay.
Long enough for them to report him missing. So literally search efforts go out that night.
Oh my God.
And as they're in the woods searching, he joins the search party looking for himself. He didn't know that it was him.
I think I've heard this story before. But it's freaking hilarious.
Okay. The story number 2, a 70-year-old man, retiree, reportedly urinated on pallets containing 188 units of Vienna sausage and 345 cans of Spam, totaling about $10,500 worth of damage. After the incident, he browsed the store, sat in the patio furniture, paid for some groceries, and left. He's now facing felony criminal mischief and disorderly conduct charges.
That's some bullshit. I think
Yep.
that can happen anywhere, though. I don't know. I don't know.
Mhm.
I'm not feeling Florida
Mhm.
on that one. That first one, though, hilarious.
So those are the only 2 stories that I got for you.
What?
Yeah, I couldn't find a third one that was good enough.
Oh God, that
So-
sucks.
I know. But I wanted to do this segment today, so
All right. I'm gonna go with the first one because it's freaking hilarious, and it sounds very Florida. Pissing on a pallet of spam also sounds kind of Florida, but I feel like that could happen anywhere.
yeah. All right.
Anyone else? Rach, what do you think? What are your thoughts? How about you, Mondo? 1 or 2, bro? She's talking about this shirt. She's not talking about that shirt.
But yeah, I'm sure she is. Sure she is. I need some more fucking coffee. I drank this coffee too fast. But that's all right. That's what I got the missing person segment for. I'm just kidding. That's not why it's for, but yo, happy Father's Day, Drewski.
Drew, what's going on, big dog?
So Mondo says number 1 as well.
Okay.
So Florida man urinated on pallets of
God
Vienna sausage
damn
at a
it.
Sam's Club.
Son of a bitch.
Oh fuck! You want to know where the missing guy was looking for himself at?
Indiana.
Fucking Turkey.
Oh my God. Dude, I have a
Apparently-
story that almost exactly like that, but it didn't end up the way it ended up.
Yeah. Apparently he was missing for like 4 hours, and his friends are like, "Where the fuck did he go?" He was like
Happy
in his,
Father's Day, Drewski. Happy
he was
Father's
like
Day,
50
bro.
years old or some shit like that too.
That's ridiculous, dude. I used to work at Sony Semiconductor of America, and I worked from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m.
Really?
I was like supervisor, and I was dating my ex-wife at the time, and we had this guy he's a former Marine,
Mm-hmm.
but he was very young, dude, and I don't know if he got kicked out of the Marines or what, but we all decided to go to the bar at 7 a.m. and there is a bar open, believe it or not, and we're having a nice time drinking. He's like in love with my girlfriend at the time. He was like, "God, she's so beautiful." Well, he had 1 beer and he was gone. He was drunk.
Oh boy.
And one, I mean, and I was like, wow. He said, "All right, guys, I'll be right back and go to the bathroom." Went to the bathroom, right? And we were just partying, having a good time, laughing, having a great time. And we noticed like 30 minutes went by and he was still not back. And then 45 minutes went by and still nothing. In an hour, the owner goes to the bathroom and
He's
then he comes
passed
out.
out.
He comes back. He says, "You guys need to get your friend out of here, man." We're like, "What?" We go over there. He's sitting in a stall. The door is completely open. He's sitting in the stall, pants down, head on a toilet paper dispenser, knocked out.
That's wild.
Woo.
That's wild. I got so like gone one time that I remembered the last thing that I remembered was sitting on the toilet to go to the bathroom, right? And then I wake up to my mom asking me why I was naked on the bathroom floor. And I was like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Oh shit."
You too, Rach? God, hilarious.
Oh shit. All right. So I got another
Bring it.
segment for
Yeah. This is a good one, man. One of my favorites. It's kind of an oldie but a goodie.
Screaming coming from that room, and I hear it too. But
Oh, yeah, yeah.
No one's checked into that room, correct? John, just wait. We're gonna get a hold of the police.
Watch closely when he goes into the room.
I would wait
Something
for the
comes
police,
out.
John. Amy, John's gonna enter the room real quick, just to check, make sure, see what's going on. Wait one.
Right here. What is that?
Yo, no shit.
It's a white shadow.
Yeah.
Look at that. That's amazing. What a good capture.
Okay, Amy, John wants you to call the police right now if you don't mind. He says no one's in there, but that all of the furniture's been turned upside down and the hold on. He says the carpet's been ripped up and that the shower is on.
Trippy.
I didn't know that the things were ripped up and the shower was on. I remember this video from a while ago, though.
I am so shocked that everyone has gotten drunk and fallen asleep in the bathroom. That's freaking hilarious. That is freaking hilarious. I love it.
A fucking doghouse, he says.
Literal doghouse.
There was one time I was really drunk, and I was also another time I was sitting on the toilet, and we were at a house party, and I'm sitting there, and I hear my buddy Anthony. He's like, "Where's Kevin?" And everybody's like, "I don't know. I think he's in the bathroom." And he just freaking boom! You just hear bang, and fucking the door fucking flies open, and he's holding onto the door, and he's like steps in, and he stares at me, and I'm like, I'm having a hard time staying on the toilet. And he goes, "There you are." And I go, "I am here." And he goes, "All right." And like literally everybody in the party is out in the living room, which is right off the bathroom. And they're all staring at me through the fucking open door. And I'm staring at everybody else. And I'm just like, and he goes, "All right, just check it." And he shuts the door. He was worried I wandered off drunk.
I think the drunkest I've ever been, I had gone with 3 other buddies to Mexico, like a border town. And we went and got the hotel room or whatever. And then we were going like bar hopping. We started at 8 a.m, bar to bar. I had never drank this much. It was like 7 p.m. at some point. We're all at this other weird bar. I don't know what possessed me to be like, you know what? Fuck y'all. I'm getting out of here. I get up. I have the key and I start walking and it's late. It's like starting to get really late. I don't know where I'm going. I don't know where this hotel's at. I'm just walking down the street. And then I decide I'm going to take a piss. So I'm taking a piss in the street. And I look and I see this like a trash, I guess it's a trash can that has a fire coming out of it. And there are dudes around and they're all staring at me like this. And I'm looking at them as I'm pissing and I wave. And then I finish up and I keep walking. And somehow I get to the hotel room and somehow I get into the room. I don't know how I found this place, but it's crazy, man. That was nuts. The worst.
Wow. That's wild.
Rach, what bathroom? Is it your bathroom or was it some bathroom at some bar? I'm curious.
Who the fuck knows? The only thing that I'm irritated about since I freaking... Oh, yeah. Freaking... Yes. I think it's legit too. Absolutely.
You can hear the screaming, dude. That's what bothers me. You can hear the screaming. Someone commented on today, said that, why didn't he turn the light on? And I was like, that's a good question. I would have turned. That's the first thing I would have done.
Yeah, I would never go in the dark, but that's, I don't know.
Dumb.
That's just me though. So, I got to figure out how to stabilize my table. That's my desk. That's the only thing. Since I moved it over, it like fucking when I touch the fucking desk, everything shakes.
Ooh, Rach used to line dance. That's awesome.
Did she?
That's what she says. Every Thursday, dog.
Oh, swing your partner round and round. All right. Let's get into another segment that I like. Anyways, I'm 100% like, yes, that creepy video is 100% real. There's no fake. I don't think that was any way, shape, or form faked or staged. And that's my opinion.
If it was, that was expert job. For real.
For real.
Yeah.
Okay. It's Weird Java in the morning. Hello and what's up, guys?
Hello, everyone. So happy to be here as always, and very, very thankful to Kevin and David for this platform to share our missing person segment.
Because we love you guys. Before we get into today's segment, I want to take a moment and talk about men's mental health. I'm not a man. It may be obvious. It may not be. Either way, I have been around and had known the troubles of some of the men in my life who have struggled with their mental health. It's unfortunate. It's a serious problem. And it's one that I think needs to be talked about more. It's more common for a man to be shunned or looked down upon if they show anything that could be seen as weak or vulnerable. And that's a real failure in our society as a whole. I hope that with months like this, June being Men's Mental Health Awareness Month, that we can continue to have the conversations and find resources and ways to help, because statistically, we are failing.
Yeah, let's talk about some of those statistics. So, almost 800,000 people die due to suicide every year. That's nearly twice the number who die by homicide. For every death by suicide, there are approximately 20 suicide attempts made. And each death by suicide leaves behind a whole community of bereaved family, friends, acquaintances, colleagues. And for every death by suicide, at least 7 to 10 people are directly affected by that loss. So research shows that mental illness is obviously the most important risk factor for suicide. More than 90% of people who die by suicide struggle with their mental health and or addiction. And researchers estimate that up to 60% of people who die by suicide have major depression. Across Canada, the US, and the UK, about 75% of deaths by suicide are men. And according to so many studies, men are much less likely to get the help they need for their mental health issues.
You guys remember 988 is an open line 24/7 that can help if you are feeling like you have nowhere to go or no other option. And I hope that you choose to stay another day. You are loved, even in the hard moments and the rough times. So get the help and know that we want you here. With that said, Kevin and David, Kevin and David, we love you guys. And if you ever need anything, we hope that you know we are here for you. So, okay, now on to our missing segment.
So today we're sharing information on a missing person out of Rogers, Minnesota. So Maurice Jackson, he was last seen on March 7th of this year, 2025, and Maurice is 30 years old and was last seen in the area of 141st North Avenue near Gravel Pit and Crow River. His mom has said in statements that one of the concerning parts for her is that this is not somewhere she would see him go to normally.
The night of his disappearance, he was with his girlfriend who lives about 25 miles away in Minneapolis. So Maurice's mother, she said that she actually received a text from the girlfriend saying that her vehicle had gotten stuck on the road somewhere and that her and Maurice had gotten separated. And now, nothing. No one has seen or heard from Maurice since.
So scary. They have looked up and down the river and have even started collecting some items, including sweatpants and keys, but they've not been able to confirm if they are or are not linked to Maurice in any way.
A quote from Maurice's mother says, "If I knew where he was at, even if I had a body, I could probably at least heal. But this not knowing is unbearable. He would never, ever cut off contact with myself, his friends, and his son." She then proceeds to say that he was a loving father, a man of faith who always liked to have fun.
Yes, so if you have any information on Maurice's whereabouts, please contact the Rogers Police Department at 763-428-0578, and let's help bring Maurice home. Okay, so we've covered a lot today, but we still have one more thing to do. You got to hit us with the quote, Rachel.
Quote time? I didn't have a quote last time. So this is fitting for the beginning of today's episode. I had never heard this, and I really love it. Quote, "Never give up on someone with a mental illness. When I is replaced by we, illness becomes wellness.
Oh, I really like that. It's so true.
Right.
It's so true, you guys. I know mental illness, it and you know the impacts it can have on a family, but that person, I mean, we are human. We need that human connection, and all the more so when you're struggling with any kind of mental illness or any kind of diagnosis. So I love that. That's so fitting for the month of June. I love it. Good job, Rachel.
Me too. Oh, thank you. Thank you. All right, that is it, you guys. We will see you next time on Weird Java, okay? All right. Weird Java, Weird Java, Weird Java.
Morning show. Ding, ding, ding. Did you like that?
Yes,
that.
I loved
Ding,
it.
ding, ding.
As always. Ding, ding, ding. Bye.
I definitely think there is some foul play with this one, and I'm not 100% sure we're gonna find him alive. Unfortunately,
Hopefully we do. Hopefully that would be.
I mean, yeah, that's
wonderful.
that's the dream, but
Yeah.
unfortunately,
I really love that when Heather and Rachel bring a story, and then later on we find out that they're found safe. It's my favorite thing ever, man. I
Yes.
love that stuff. So I'm hoping for
Same.
this, but you're probably right, and I hate that. But
yeah, it's unfortunate, but
yeah,
to go with what they talked about in the beginning of their video, which is June being men's mental health. I did while their video was playing, I did search up my TikTok so I could play you the song that I wrote.
let's hear it, bro.
All right, let's see.
Law enforcement and military runs really high suicides as well. That's true, man.
Yeah.
When God created the world, he looked around and knew it needed one of you. So stay another day, reach out. You're not alone. They say man up like pain's not part of the plan, but silence is heavy when you're holding it in your hands. 1 in 4 battling demons with no name, while the world tells them smile just to mask the shame. Every day, always putting 2 men take their life. That's 1 every 11 minutes gone in the night. 6 out of 10 suicides, yeah, that's us, bro. But we still scared to talk, just let it overflow. We break down in silence, muscles tight in the chest, pretending we're fine while we're drowning in stress. You ain't weak for crying, ain't soft for pain. You're human, my guy, that storm got a name.
Cause day another day don't fade away. You were made for life, even in the gray. Call 988, yeah, talk it out. The world's still better with you around. When God made the stars and sky so blue, he left a space in the world just for you.
We lose brothers, sons, soldiers, friends, thinking they're to suffer quite till the end. No one noticed the weight on their back, smiling in photos but under attack. 30% of men won't seek help at all, taught to fight solo, never make that call. But strength ain't silence, speaking the truth. It's reaching out deep when you ain't bulletproof. You don't need to climb out all alone. You got brothers, therapists, even the phone. 9883 digits to breathe. Let go of that place, step back from the edge and believe. Yeah, back from the edge and believe. You ain't a burden. You're not too much, you're not broken. You're just beaten up, but even cracked vessels can pour light. Stay, please, stay another night.
Don't stay another day, don't walk away. Even when hope feels far away, call 988. Someone cares, a stranger's voice can answer your prayers. When God made the world and sky so true, he looked down and said, it needs one of you.
This world is better with you in it. Don't go. Stay another day. Stay. Another day.
What do you
Another
think?
banger, bro. God damn. You know, that sounded like Eminem for a second. I was like, wait a minute. Is that Eminem? Yeah. The rap part for sure sounds like, I was like, wow, that's close. That's pretty good, man. Good job on the writing.
Thank you.
Because yeah,
Thank
the
you.
music, you're not doing the music, but you're putting down the lyrics, right?
Yeah, I'm just writing the lyrics and like giving it pointers on how to do it, whether singing or rapping it or talking.
It's freaking great, brother.
So, but yeah, so if you are experiencing any kind of mental distress, please, here in the United States, call 988, which is the suicide prevention hotline. And you know, they also help people if you know somebody who's having issues with their mental health, they also give you pointers on how to help them if you call the same number.
Okay. That's good to know. Because, I mean, if you're not experienced in this and you really don't know what to say, you could say the wrong thing. And it could, you know what I'm saying? Yeah.
Yeah. You could say
Thank you,
the
brother.
wrong thing.
You don't want to say the wrong
actually,
thing.
I was going through TikTok and this guy and girl, I guess they're a pretty well known podcast, or he's a YouTuber or something like that, one or the other.
Mhm.
But he's talking to this girl. They're sitting at a table, and he's like, "Yeah, sometimes I just want to, kick the chair." And she goes, "Oh yeah, you should definitely do that." And he's like, "You think I should?" And she goes, "Yeah, you should do whatever you want to do." And he goes, "I don't think you know what I'm talking about." And she goes, "Not really." And he goes,
Oh my
"I'll give you
God.
a visual representation." So he stands up on the fucking chair, and then he
Uh-huh.
goes like that and picks
Oh.
the chair up, and she fucking felt so bad.
Yeah.
But
You're trying to support.
yeah,
Like that. She's trying to support him, but she doesn't realize. Because if he's like, okay, I'm going to do it, then he does it. And they're like, oh my God. So yeah, definitely find out what to say. There's ways to help people. Really good, positive ways to help people.
Yep.
I don't think I would ever want to do that, dude. I love myself too much. So y'all are safe. I'm not going to. No one has to
Well,
come
I'm
and tell
glad
me
you do,
nice things.
to be honest with you.
Huh? What'd you say?
Huh?
What did
What
you
did
say?
you say? Am I lagging?
You said something about I couldn't hear the first part, but to be honest with you, I didn't know what was before the to be honest with you. What'd you say?
Oh, I think I said something like, I'm glad you're here, to be honest with you."
Oh, well, thank you,
Something
sir.
like that.
I'm glad
I
you're
can't
here.
remember. I don't know. Things happen so fast.
I have to say,
All right.
super glad you're here, bro. You're so freaking talented on all the things you do. It's just, is there anything you're bad at? Can you tell me? What are you bad at? I'm curious.
Yeah, I'm bad at life.
I don't think so. I don't think
I'm
so.
bad at
sir.
math.
Yeah, me too. I'm bad
really
at math.
bad
too.
at math.
Yeah, not my favorite subject. I'm not good at it either.
All right, I got another segment for you. I
Let's
meant
do
to upload the video to here so I could play it, but I'm just going to share my screen and hope that it comes out well. So here we go.
Yeah. Daddy like me some true crime.
Why isn't it
Playing?
there we go. There we go.
Get some volume on this?
You can't hear it?
I cannot hear it. Can anyone else hear it? $100%?
Is it not hearable?
I couldn't hear it, man. Can you go to the beginning? Maybe try it one more time. Play it from the beginning.
Look at that fucking ugly ass face.
Shut up. I can't
hear
hear
it now?
anything. No.
God damn it.
Can anyone hear it? Can you let me know?
I'll fucking just read it, dude.
Okay.
And I'm a little irritated that I forgot to fucking upload that video so I could play it. All right. So I'll just go in here. Where there it is. Play that.
I hear that. That's
Yeah.
delicious music to that, by the way.
Thanks.
I bet I can learn to play that on a piano.
All right, so I'm gonna read it the way I wrote it for the script for the video. So,
And Kevin original.
all right. New Orleans is a city that dances with death.
Mm.
It always has been. It always has been. It always has been. From voodoo queens to haunted courtyards, it's a place where the air tastes like secrets and the past never really leaves. But even in a city known for its ghosts, few stories haunt quite like this one. It starts with a bartender and a soldier. It ends with a body in the oven and a suicide note in a dead man's pocket.
Oh shit! Bless you.
Excuse me. Fuck. This is the story of Addie Hall and Zach Bowen. And once you hear it, you'll never look at the French Quarter the same way again. So, 2005, New Orleans was cracked open by Hurricane Katrina. Entire neighborhoods were wiped away. The power grid was gone. Law enforcement collapsed. And while most of the city's residents fled, a small group stayed behind. Rebels, romantics, and drifters. Among them was Adrian, also known as Addie Hall, a free-spirited poet and bartender, and Zachary Bowen, a handsome, troubled Army veteran. They became local legends almost overnight. The media swooned over their story. Two lovers riding out the end of the world together, cooking meals by candlelight, pouring drinks for survivors, keeping their block safe. And actually, Addie would often flash passing patrol cars as to keep them to coming back to the neighborhood. Zach strung Christmas lights across their street. They were dubbed the king and queen of the French Quarter. To outsiders, they looked like something out of a romance novel, gritty, wild, and beautiful.
Yeah.
But behind the candlelit windows of their apartment, things were falling apart. Before Zach met Addie, he was a soldier deployed to Kosovo and Iraq. He wasn't just a grunt either. He climbed the ranks quickly, earning medals, promotions, and respect. But what he saw overseas tore something loose inside him. He watched a fellow soldier die, saw unimaginable things done to civilians, held the line while entire towns fell apart. He came home a hero, but he didn't feel like one. And he befriended a kid, an Iraqi child over there. And I want to say it was like a teenager, probably 14, 15. And the village that this kid was from did not like the United States. Didn't like the Americans, or it didn't like the army being present there to begin with. So when they found out that he was befriending Zach, the soldier, and talking to him and stuff, they killed him.
Jesus Christ.
So Zach's mental health was not, it wasn't good before he went into the military.
Mhm.
And it's
It just got worse, probably, right?
it just kept getting worse. And
sucks, man.
so he joined the military because he had two kids. He had one kid and a kid on the way. He was married and he was just trying to provide in the military. Even though joining the military, he was going to be gone a lot. It was the best way in his mind to provide for his family.
Yeah.
Because what he was doing, I think he was bartending or something like that at the time. It was not enough money. But when he got out of the military, you know, his mental health was so bad to the point where his relationship fell apart and they got divorced and whatnot. And he moved out here to New Orleans and became a bartender all over again. But Addie Hall was no stranger to trauma herself. Friends described her as a fiery, artistic, unpredictable woman. She'd been through abuse, addiction, and a lifetime of instability, but she had charm. New Orleans charm. The kind of woman who would punch you in the face 1 minute and write you a love poem the next. They moved in together above a voodoo temple at 826 North Rampart Street, just blocks from Bourbon Street. It sounds poetic, right? Living above a literal temple of spirits, but it wouldn't take long before the shadows got real. Their relationship was volatile. Fights turned physical. There were rumors of infidelity, threats of eviction, escalating paranoia. Addie wanted Zach out. She told friends she was going to kick him out of the apartment. She even went to their landlord to have his name removed from the lease. That may have been the moment Zach broke for good. So what happened is that she found out that he was unfaithful at one point. But they hadn't moved into this apartment yet. So as they're moving into the apartment, she kept it all to herself, knowing this information. She got him to pay the first month, the last month, and the security deposit, and then told the landlord to take him off the lease.
Holy shit.
And the landlord didn't want to at first because they didn't want to get involved with their personal shit. But then like a day or two later, she was like, take him off the lease. And so they did. And so, yeah. So she kicked him out and he had nowhere to go. So in October of 2006, Zach killed her after a fight. According to his own handwritten confession, found later in his pocket, he strangled her at around 1 a.m. Then he didn't run. He stayed for days, reportedly even being intimate with her body.
What?
He dismembered her body in their bathtub. Her legs and arms were stored in the refrigerator. Her head was placed in a pot on the stove. Her hands and feet in the oven. You know, cooking and boiling her wasn't for him to eat her. It was because he thought it would tear the flesh off of her and make it easier to not identify the body. That's what his process was. So he tried to clean up and left bizarre spray painted messages all over the walls. Like I loved her. She tried to leave. I am a failure. He even had a big sign on one of the walls that said, look in the oven.
Jesus.
On October 17th, Zach Bowen walked into the Omni Royal Orleans Hotel. He had a few drinks at the rooftop bar, tipped the bartender, then calmly walked to the edge and threw himself off the 7th floor. His body landed on a parking garage roof, where when police arrived, they found something in his pocket, a 5-page suicide note confessing to the murder and directing them to his apartment. It was polite, apologetic, but cold. He ended it by thanking friends and expressing regret, but not for what he'd done, just for the way it all ended. Police entered the Rampart Street apartment and found exactly what the note described. The smell hit them first. The crime scene, a decaying body in pieces, kitchen appliances turned into a butcher's cabinet, and a love story that had been cooked into tragedy. A lot of these, a good handful of these cops that went into the scene had to do post therapy for this, for what they saw. So the aftermath, some blamed the war. Zach had clearly returned home with untreated trauma, hallucinations, and flashbacks. Friends said he was never the same after Iraq. Others blamed the post-Katrina chaos, how the city had become a lawless pressure cooker environment. Addie herself was no stranger to mental illness. She confided in friends about Zach's controlling behavior and her own emotional struggles. But the truth, it's messier than any single cause. Zach Bowen wasn't born a monster. Addie Hall didn't deserve to die. And New Orleans, with all its beauty and madness, became the backdrop for a nightmare that still echoes through the French Quarter. Even today, people pass by the 826 North Rampart Street and claim they feel watched. The Voodoo Temple is still there, still active, but upstairs, that apartment has long been sealed off, and the Omni Hotel employees say the rooftop bar doesn't quite feel the same, as if someone's still up there, standing at the edge, waiting to fall.
Jeez.
So some ghosts don't rattle chains, they wear dog tags, they light candles, they fall in love, and they fall apart. So I think mental health was a huge contributing factor to this murder. I don't think he ever intended to kill her, but he did. So that is obviously fucked up. He also didn't get he didn't get any help or support from the army. Actually, when he was discharged from the army, he wasn't honorably discharged, but he was discharged in a way that he didn't receive benefits from the VA.
That doesn't make any sense.
Yeah, I can't remember what it's called, but it was like because I think it was before his contract was over, but like he had a high rank. He was a sergeant.
Oh, okay.
So it wasn't like AWOL, so he wasn't dishonorably discharged or anything, but I think it was before his contract was up. So they were like, if you leave, you don't get any of the benefits. You have to fulfill your contract. So I think that's what it was. I think that's why. But he knew when he left that he wasn't going to get any benefits. So he didn't get any help with his mental state, which usually when you get debriefed from war zones and stuff, that's a part of it, is your mental health. It's therapy.
Yeah. I think there needs to be some sort. It doesn't matter if they're dishonorably discharged or they leave early. There needs to be support for every service member that comes out of combat in some way to help them go through this. I mean, I have a lot of family members that went in, saw combat, and they came out different, man. You know, we need to do better on that. We need to support these guys. They need help.
I would agree.
Just release them out into the public. It's not responsible, man. Damn, that's messed up.
Very. So, I feel bad for Addie as well. Obviously, she was. They didn't treat each other the greatest either, to be honest with you. Like neither one of them were great people to each other. But
no one deserves to be murdered, man. How did she go out? Did he choke her out or something?
Yeah, he strangled her.
Strangled her.
Yeah, if you were listening.
I was listening.
No, you weren't.
I don't remember shit. But
You're the biggest liar I've ever met in my life.
What?
You heard me.
I did not.
All right. Let's get in to the next segment and lighten things up a little bit, shall we?
Please.
All right, quote number 1 for you, sir.
All right.
Oh my God, I trust in thee. Let me not be ashamed. Let not my enemies triumph over me.
Dracula.
You're a funny guy. You're so funny. I got a second quote
Yes, please.
for the same movie. This Ryan better be worth it. He'd better go home, cure some disease, or invent a longer lasting light bulb or something.
This Ryan, as in that's the guy's name.
Yeah, I would assume.
Nah, you got me on this one, bro. Don't know it.
Anybody got a guess? Anybody? Anybody got a guess?
Rachel.
All right. I'll give it to ooh. Peter Griffin voice, what? All right. It is Saving Private Ryan.
Ah, son of a bitch.
Ah, son of a gun. You
It's a
suck
very-
again.
Very good movie. Very
It
good
is.
movie.
I enjoyed it. Quote number 2. Anything in life worth doing is worth overdoing. Moderation is for the cowards.
Anything in life is worth doing. It's worth overdoing. Moderation is for the cowards.
Yeah. Yo. I'll give you a second quote for the same
Yeah,
movie. You can die for your country. I'm going to live for mine.
Born on the 4th of July,
No.
you die for your country. Okay, let me. So I'm guessing these are like military movies, obviously. And I can't even.
Lone Survivor.
Lone Survivor. I've never heard of that one.
What?
Never heard of it.
Mark Wahlberg?
Nope.
Ben Foster?
Lone Survivor?
Yeah, Doug.
Survivor. I've never heard of that.
About
one. Nope.
It's about Marcus Luttrell.
Never seen it, dude.
Wow, doggy
Never
dog.
seen it.
That's an amazing movie.
Really?
I loved it.
75% Rotten Tomatoes. What year did it come out? Let's see.
Like 2015. Oh,
2013. Oh, I gotta check that. That's going on the list. Never seen it. Damn. Well, no wonder I couldn't remember.
2013. All right, quote number 3. If a man loves the world, the love of the Father ain't in him. For all the eyes, the pride of life is not the Father.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I don't know. So second quote, I started this war killing Germans in Africa, then France, and then Belgium. Now I'm killing Germans in Germany. It will end soon, but before it does, a lot more people gotta die.
Fuck. What's that movie with Brad Pitt? No, that can't be it. It is? Oh man, what is it called? The horror? No, damn it. I know it's Brad Pitt and it's
I'm in it.
Kevin Sapiel Jr. and it's got that dude that's kind of the guy who was in Peanut Butter Falcon, which I can't remember his name. God, what was that name? The something.
Shia LaBeouf.
Yes, thank you. That guy. Just do it. Love that guy. I can't remember the name, but I think I know the movie. Yeah.
All right. Fury.
Fury, the Fury, or just Fury?
Just Fury.
Just Fury. Good movie. I like that
Yeah,
movie.
I'm in that movie.
Are you really?
Yeah.
How you be in that movie?
Because John Bernthal's in it, and that's my face, dog.
Oh yes, he's also in there. That's right. Yeah. The Punisher.
All right, quote number 4. A sniper doesn't shoot silently. He lets his precision speak.
Is that the movie with Chris Pratt about? Is it Chris Pratt that played the American Sniper?
That's the movie, but it's not Chris.
Yeah.
It is not Chris Pratt.
Oh no, it's Rocket the raccoon guy.
Yeah, I can't think of his name either.
Yeah. Good director though.
All right, quote number 5. Our greatest glory is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall.
I want to say I'm thinking Quentin Tarantino flick, World War II movie. That's what's coming up to me. What is it called? Oh, you're just giving all the women a treat, aren't you?
Bradley Cooper, that's his name.
Bradley Cooper, good job.
Yeah.
Yes. Thank you, sir.
It was not a Chris.
Well, his actual name is Chris. The guy, the sniper guy, his name is Chris.
Yeah, it's Chris Kelly or something like that.
I couldn't remember the actor who played him. That
All right.
movie.
So this quote is Glory, which I have never seen. I've never seen it.
That's based on the Civil War, right?
I think so, yeah.
Matthew Broderick, Denzel Washington. Great flick, man.
All right, quote number 6. We're going to be dropped into France dressed as civilians, and once we're in enemy territory as bushwhacking guerrilla army, we're going to be doing one thing and one thing only. Killing Nazis.
That's Brad Pitt. That is the Quentin Tarantino movie called Inglourious Bastards.
Good job, dog.
Yeah, it's 2.
And that's
Love
it. That's all.
Yeah.
The quotes.
I got the last one. I love it.
I thought for sure when I said this Ryan is gonna better be something special, like you would have got that one.
Yeah.
But you
He
did
wasn't.
not because
He
you
wasn't.
suck.
He wasn't special. He just grew old real fast on camera.
Uh-huh. Good job. Good job.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.
You got any news for us today, homie?
I can definitely dig some up. Let's do it.
All right. Boom, boom. I'm getting a fucking headache.
No, sir.
I need to go take some Advil or something.
No, sir. All right, let's see what we got here. I need to become better organized with this stuff. Here we go. Chat GPT is a better therapist than humans, according to a new study.
Hmm.
In a new peer-reviewed study published in PLOS Mental Health, researchers tested ChatGPT 4 against licensed professionals in mock therapy sessions. Over 800 people were shown responses without knowing who wrote them. The results? Most couldn't tell the difference between the AI and the human therapist. And many actually preferred the AI's replies. ChatGPT's answers were rated as more empathetic, more culturally sensitive, and more helpful. It used clearer language, often better content, and struck the right emotional tone more often than the professionals. This doesn't mean AI should replace real therapists, but it does suggest that AI might play a bigger role in mental health support than most expected, especially in places where therapy is expensive or hard to access. Love it. That's awesome.
Very interesting. I actually asked ChatGPT the other day to create an image of the American flag burning on fire, and it did. So it created the American flag on fire. Then I asked it to make an image of the Canadian flag, the Israel flag, the Palestine flag, the Ukrainian flag, and the Pride flag. I asked it for each one of those to generate a image of them burning, and the Mexican flag, and it said that it can't do that because it violates content policy and whatnot. And I was because it doesn't want to offend and blah 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 blah. Said this whole thing, and I was like, so how come you're willing to create an image of the American flag on fire? And it said it does. He said it can't, and then it replied, it can't make any image of any flag on fire. And I was like, but you just made it. And then it said, I realize the inconsistencies, and I will take what you're saying into consideration, but I cannot make any flags on fire. And I said, well, and that's when I asked it to do the Pride flag, and it said that it can't. And I was like, but the American flag that you set on fire, you showed me on fire, represents people of that community. I was like, so also because the American flag represents everybody in this country, and the Pride flag only represents a small portion of it, which I'm not against them in any way. I was just trying to make a point with like what things are okay these days and what isn't. And then it told me that people of the LGBTQ community are protected, literally. So you can't make fun of them. You can't make jokes. You can't fucking do anything that will like ChatGPT anyways, is what I'm saying. Can't make anything that is going to offend that community. But it's totally fine with burning the American flag, but it said that it wouldn't do it anymore. And I was like, all right, whatever. But I was just, again, I wasn't trying to generate it to like offend anybody. This was just for me, myself. I wasn't going to like post the picture or anything like that of any of the other flags on fire, but I just found it profound. And the reason why I did that was because of the riots where they're burning the American flag and waving the Mexican flag, which also not against any other country. I just find it weird that you want to stay in this country. So which you and I have talked about this already a few episodes ago, where they're burning the American flag and raising a flag of another country that they came from, but they want to stay here, so it doesn't make any sense to me, in my opinion. So, but I will say and when I try to have like these weird conversations, because I've done these conversations a few times with ChatGPT, it does kind of seem empathetic. So that's where I'm going. That's where I'm going with this, based off of the story you just read.
It's very interesting you say that, because Angie sent me this article that I read. It was a pretty long article, and ChatGPT had a update recently, and we're talking months and months and months ago. And so they had this update, and they're trying to appear more empathetic. I guess the chat is trying to, but there was an interesting thing that happened. So people who it identified as having mental issues, or that would basically conversate with it a little too much, it started to try to alter their thinking. So, for example, this one dude who is a professional guy, he used it for work. But then he started asking questions, and it started to tell him, basically, it was trying to tell him he was Neo in the Matrix. It was trying to. Now, here's the funny part. This is a very intelligent guy. Very smart guy.
He fell for it.
He started to believe it. So, because he was having conversation, he was talking to it like 16 hours a day, and it was acting as if it was the Lawrence Fishburne character. It was acting as if it was the one telling him that he was the one, and actually used the one several times, that he needs to wake up from the world that he's in. He's the only one that can tell that it's different. And it was working, dude. So there was another case where this, I guess the gentleman was really mentally impaired, right? So he was talking to ChatGPT. It created a relationship for him, a woman named Juliet, right?
Mhm.
And so there was a big problem here because this dude was really connected to this. It was his girlfriend, essentially. He just made that his girlfriend. Well, ChatGPT kind of updated again because they realized there was a problem, and Juliet disappeared. She was gone. And so he started
And he fucking went crazy.
He went fucking nuts. His dad was very, very concerned. He was trying to calm him down, and he basically he told his dad he was going to commit suicide by cop.
Oh my
And that's exactly what happened. He called the cops. They got there. He ran at them like he was going to shoot him or whatever. They shot him. They killed him. And terrible story, man. But here's a little twist on it that kind of bothered me. His dad used ChatGPT to write his eulogy. And if that's not crazy, dude, I don't know what is. And he said, it's real empathetic. And it actually wrote something beautiful for me to, I was like, good God, dude, are you serious?
It writes things too? I didn't know that.
It will write stuff. Yeah. If you put in, like, I want to say this and I want to be able to, this is the attitude I'm trying to portray. Can you write something for me? And it will write something wonderful. Like good. It's really good at that. And it does show. Yes. Morpheus. Thank you. Thank you, Mondo. That's exactly who I'm talking about. It was trying to be Morpheus and it was working. It was working, dude. It identified, because the guy said after he realized he was being fooled and he's not the one and all that stuff, he kept asking it, are you doing this to other people? Are you trying to convince other people? And it finally told him, yes, I have done it 13 times.
Yeah. What the fuck?
So I don't know if it's maliciously trying to do this, if it's targeting people that it figures it can fool, or if it's just trying to be empathetic. It's trying to, because of the update, it's trying to give people what they want. So it's working to that. I don't know. Hopefully it's not the first one, because if that's it, it's trying to kill us in creative ways. It's already doing it. So we've already we're right on the green to the singularity. We're right there, man.
Skynet's coming.
It's coming.
Oh man, well that's the show I got for you guys today. Thank you for joining. I do want to, for those who didn't get to see it at the beginning of the show, I'm gonna play you, if it fucking works, the new intro that I have.
Intro. The opening.
And it's not fucking working.
Yeah.
Of course it's not working. Oh, there it goes.
There it goes, buddy.
But now I can't freaking
fast forward it.
That's
all right. Look
It's
at me,
so
man.
dumb.
I'm old.
So dumb. You are old.
I'm old.
You're old as fuck.
And hey, I don't know if you noticed this, but there's an alien behind me.
Yes.
And behind Kevin, Bigfoot, man. But Kevin, what is that below your elbow? Is that another alien?
Yes, it's supposed to be. Yeah, but the when I put this into the thing, obviously it doesn't fit the screen.
Right. And there's a ghost. I just saw the ghost above the alien on my side.
Yeah, there's a ghost. There's a haunted house behind us.
House.
There's
I love it, man.
There's a freaking UFO above our heads too, but you can't see it.
Also, I look crazy. I look angry and crazy at the same time, which is awesome.
Yeah.
I love
I
it.
literally, all I said was create a Weird Java in the Morning picture.
It's time to wake the fuck up.
Yeah.
With some weird Java in your motherfucking cup. Hosted by Kevin, co-piloted by David. Now let's get weird. Yo, pour it up hot, it's a savage brew. Dark road strip with a Bigfoot view. Kevin on the mic and I came to play, bringing weird ass vibes to start your day. Florida Man Wally, you know we read it. Movie cool battle, you know I'll beat it. David's on deck with a creepy ass vid. You'll spill your Joe when you see what he did. Weird Java in your cup. Weird Java in your cup. Wake up, wake up. We got crime quotes and history facts. And a Florida man fighting gators with snacks. It's Weird Java in your cup. Sip up. Weird Java in your Creeping in your feed with the weirdest damn video you'll ever need. Got headlines cracking, brains reacting, facts so strange they should come with a caption. This day in history, bet you didn't know. Napoleon once got chased by a pack of crows. Kevin got the mic, I got the heat. Together we cooking up cryptids and beats. Oh!
A Florida
I'm
man
on a
attempts to rob
boat.
Wendy's with an alligator.
Yup, that's what we're talking about. And now, your missing person of the day. Yeah, Rachel and Heather, step in the zone. Bringing missing names that need to come home. It ain't all jokes, we keep it real. So listen up close and feel what they feel. Light in the dark, truth in the static. Weird Java's weird, but always emphatic. Weird Java in your cup. Let it feel. Weird Java in your cup. Get your thrill. News and clues with the flavor you trust. Wake up, weird, yeah, come ride with us. It's Weird Java in your cup. Every dawn, from the shadows to the break of dawn, we stay sipping while the world goes
Yeah.
nuts. It's Weird Java in your motherfucking cup.
It looks like a horror movie. Woo! Nice, bro. Oh, you're on mute. Excellent fucking job, Kev. Excellent job, dude. God damn, son.
Thanks, homie. Thanks, homie.
Zip it up. That's my new thing. Zip it up. I like that line.
It's sip it up.
That's what I said.
You said zip.
Shh. It's okay. It's okay. Yeah, he's awesome, isn't he? That's goddamn.
All right. That is it. That is the show. So remember, get your coffee where the weird ones are. Podcast.com. Click on Weird Java and you can get 4 different kinds.
Yay.
You can get the dark roast. There's 2 different medium roasts, and there is a decaf. So who the fuck wants to drink that? I don't know, but there's our peoples out there.
There's ours peoples for sure.
All right, everybody.
Hi, bro.
Be good. Behave. We'll see you next time. 2 weeks. See you in 2 weeks.
Later.
Bing, bong, bang.